Welcome to Armida's Comidas, also known as Salsas de Mexico on Instagram. I am here because many of you have asked me to create a YouTube channel. So thanks to you, to all your support and all your love and all your kind messages that you've sent me, I'm here today for you. And I hope today you will learn my fideo, because that is one of the most popular dishes that people liked on my Instagram. So today I will be telling you the ingredients I'll be using. I will be using Goya fideo. It's one of my favorite. It's the angel hair. I will be using 2 celery stalks, onion, 2 calabacitas mexicanas, they call them gray squash or Mexican squash, 1 can of tomato sauce, any kind that you like. I will be using chicken breast because I will be boiling it in water. I will be using oil. I will be using cumin and garlic powder and salt. I'm adding water halfway to this pan because you don't want to put too much water, then you don't get the flavor of the chicken. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put a garlic clove to give flavor to the chicken. I'm going to be putting that in, but I want to put these in before I touch it. I'm going to cut a piece of onion to give it flavor as it boils. Once you've added your garlic and your onion, a piece of onion, you go ahead and season with salt. You may want to add some more later. It's up to you. I like salt, so I might end up adding more. I have the chicken breast here. These are chicken tenders because that's what I ended up buying. You can buy full breast. You can actually buy chicken in with the bone, but this is the best one that what I like to use. I'm gonna add After you put in your chicken, you're gonna go ahead and turn it to a medium heat and bring it to a boil because you'll be using the chicken and the broth for the fideo. And while this is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the vegetables. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the celery. I remove the top part of it, the white part of the celery, and I just do small pieces of celery. The celery gives a lot of flavor to this soup. It's a soup, fideo, because I try to make it very soupy. I'm telling you, celery makes it taste so good. So don't forget to add that celery. It gives it a really great taste. My family loves it. My son likes fideo, and we really enjoy it here at the house. I cut off the ends from the Mexican squash or the gray squash. They have different names at the store, but basically I like this because I believe this has better flavor than the zucchini does. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in this long way. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut it into smaller pieces. So I'm gonna cut half of that. Make smaller pieces because they're gonna go in the sopita. And sometimes you may want to just add 1, and I might end up just using 1, but I love these calabacitas. They're so tasty and delicious. Oh, I love it. You could use those for everything. To add to chicken, to meat. Oh my gosh, they're so awesome. They're my favorite. So I will cut this. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end up doing 1.5 of them after all. Or if you like a lot, I do like mine, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add 1.5 today. Okay, and I'll put that to the side. I'm gonna get a piece of onion because I'm gonna use that for later. I'm gonna add that to the fideo when I'm frying it in the oil. Because sometimes people do not like onion in their fideo, so it's easier just to remove afterwards and not have little tiny pieces of onion. So I'm just gonna take a piece, cut a piece off, and I'm just gonna add that when I fry, and then it'll be easier to remove from the soup. Very simple. You can add more if you want more. It's up to you. It's your recipe. I tell everybody, once you do it at home, it's your recipe and it's not mine. You can add, take whatever vegetable you may not like, or want to add, go for it. Okay, when the chicken is boiling, you will see this foam. It's important that you remove it from it. So that you will have a clear broth. Try to do the best. You can't get everything, that's fine. As long as you get the majority of it, that'll be fine. You're gonna be okay. You don't have to take it all. You try your best. If you can't take it all, it's fine. They'll kind of disappear. But as long as you take in the majority of it, that's fine. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Once you bring it to a boil, go ahead and boil it for about 20 minutes, maybe 25, depending on how much chicken you've added. These are chicken tenders, so they shouldn't take too long. So about 20 minutes. You will then remove them and put them in a plate, separate it, because you're going to be using the broth for the fideo. Once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and remove it and put it in a bowl. We will be using it later. I know it sounds a little complicated, but I promise it isn't. Just that I'm going slow so that I can show you guys how I make it. But honestly, I do this in so fast. It's like I can get a meal out so quickly. But I just doing everything a little slower so yeah, you guys can see, because I've been asked to make videos for you guys, so that's why I'm doing it, okay? So you set it aside and you just leave the broth and you'll be using that after. I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil. Just add some at the bottom of the pan. I mean, don't make it deep, just to cover almost all of it. You turn on the flame, go ahead and put it like on a medium heat. I'm gonna turn that on. I'm gonna go ahead and add my piece of onion. And I'm gonna wait for it to heat up. And then we'll add the fideo, the dry fideo. These pans get hot pretty fast. It's okay if the onion falls apart. You can pick it out later, or if you don't mind eating it. My husband doesn't mind eating it. I don't really particularly like it, so, but I love the flavor. You start hearing the onion, the cebolla, start sizzling because of the oil, because it's getting hotter. That's when you're going to go ahead and add all the fideo. Make sure you keep moving it. Don't stop moving it. You need it. You don't want it to get burned. So you keep stirring it and moving it, because you're going to want to brown it, or like a golden brown. That's what your goal is. So just keep moving. Make sure that all the fideo has the oil. You know what, I use vegetable oil today, but you know what, I use olive oil, which I really like. I have no problem. I haven't had any issues. But today I just went to go ahead, because I know a lot of people have vegetable oil in their cupboards or in their pantry. So it's starting to brown, and that's what you have to do. It's a golden brown. You don't want it completely burn because this is angel hair pasta, which can burn really quick. So it's starting to get to that golden brown. I will try to pick up some so I can show you. Okay, you see it's a difference. It was more lighter, like a light tan or almost a beige look. Now it's dark brown. So what this is when I'm going to go ahead and add a can of tomato. Be careful because the tomato will make it. I'm going to go ahead and fry it with it a little bit. Okay. I then will go ahead and add my spices, the cumino and the garlic powder, and mix it in. I will be adding salt. I know I'm adding, you can add as much as you want because I really do like salt. Okay, the next step, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken broth. The broth that I used from the chicken that I boiled. It gives it so much flavor. It's okay if the onion and garlic goes in there, gives it more flavor. You're going to bring that to a boil. Go ahead and stir it. What you can also add, you can add, like if you want more even chicken flavor, you can add the caldo de pollo from Knorr, and that gives it a really good flavor, but I'm just using the broth from the chicken. Once it comes to a boil, go ahead and add your vegetables. And next, you will add the piece of chicken that you boiled. Again, bring it to a boil, and then you will turn the flame to very low to let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. You do not need to cover it. Okay, this is how it looks when it's finished. You can also add more water to it if you'd like, because if you want to make it soupier, but if you don't and you just want to put crema on it, I love it myself, very soupy. So this is how it looks. It smells so good. I can't wait to have some. Okay guys, this is the final product of the fideo that you can make as a meal. You know, if you're on a budget, definitely is something you can do. Let me try it. It's so hot, you guys. So good. I love it. My favorite. Thank you so much for joining me today for my first YouTube, because you asked for it, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support, and I look forward in doing more YouTube videos for you. Thank you for joining me on this YouTube video. God bless.